The door was closed and the lights were low. I spoke quietly as low music flowed, in order not to leave a mark of painful time. You don't have to show me some goodbyes. I won't ask you to stay with me. I won't ask you to look at me, please. But if you think of me one day in the stillness, remember the patience and consideration of love. That's the place. It's just where I cross your mind. I learned that love can travel through light. You don't always need a night. I looked at an empty chair in a half-full room. I find my way in a quiet melody. I don't need it yesterday. I just want you to stay quiet all the time today. When I think of you one day, like a song that's forgotten without regret, I'm just gonna walk by like the wind. I'll erase my memory and tell you I forget about it. When it rains on your window like tears, you can realize that I never left you. When I think of you at night, not because of sadness, not because of pain, please let me rest, leave me alone. When I think of you, only truth is you and me. The door was closed and the music flowed low. When I think of you, not because of sadness, not because of pain.
I've been here before, I know the signs. A lonely sky, quiet, and the turning times. I told myself I'd be prepared to fall in love again, but sometimes love arrives before one aware it. It's in the way what you call always my name. Like back then, nothing else has really changed. I built solid walls before you, and I drew the line, but still something slips every time in front of love. Every time it starts to love again, I lose the ground beneath my plans. I don't go Every time starts love again. I've learned that hearts don't always heal. They just get better at hide one's wounds conceal. But from one soft moment, one slow glance, I might forget my last defense line of love. Every time it starts love again, I feel that old familiar state of affairs. Just this moment, just where I stand. I don't need false smile or some promises. Only I wanna reach for your hand again. I don't fight to argue like before. My diary was a record of inner conflict. Instead I just open one more door for love. Every time it starts love again. No grand design, no future plan. I let the myself it be what it has been. But I wanna reach for your hand again. When I just start love The room was full of borrowed sounds, melody that I didn't choose, that drowned times floated in the air. Maybe it leads me back to you. Some memories do not knock or call. When an invisible wall begins to break down, I sigh. I stayed behind while the song was still alive. All the vows I've never forgotten. I didn't move, I didn't pray. I just let go of the moment of separation. Your name was never in the air. Now I felt it as a familiar melody. Worthless despair and unexpected love. I wanna remember that it was never lonely. I learned that love can disappear from sight, but the melody in my memory resonates smoothly. We're separated without saying goodbye.
silence is where the truth begins. I wish the sound draws me in. While the song was still there, I knew part of me still answers your song. All that's left is our mistake. I'm still stay there now, at that time where the music flows.
If you called my name beneath the rain, I'd turn around through every pain. No storm too fierce, no night too long, for just one word, where I belong. I've built my walls with quiet hands, but your voice would help me understand. If love still lives in silent skies, then I would fall. No need to try. If you called my name, I'd come undone, like shadows melting in the sun. I'd give you more than I could say, 1,000 dreams I locked away. If you asked me to, I'd stay. I never knew how deep I feel till time stood still and wounds could heal. If only you would need me to, I'd cross the dark to get to you. If you called my name, I'd break the chain, forget the hurt, release the strain. This heart still beats, it always knew. It only ever bled for you. If you asked me to, I'd love you true. If you asked me to, I'd love you true. Hey.
They dressed me in borrowed silence from wall, and they taught me how not to speak. They said girls should obey to someone's words, but no one tell me that it's a woman's destiny. Before I knew my poor fate, the river knew the truth footsteps. I watched me stand between the contradiction, but everything is too clear that I had nothing to break down the wall of reality. I was never loud or wild, just a shadow called a child. I was the girl they didn't name. I learned my prayers without a sound. I learned everything what not to be. If you hear a song at dawn that trembles thin and free, that's just the girl they didn't name. They spoke of laws and mercy. I stood still inside their sentences while justice passed me by. I didn't run, I didn't cry, I just looked up at the sky. I was the girl they didn't name, 'cause the truth they couldn't keep. I folded all my yesterdays. If your heart feels heavy now, you may have heard my footsteps from long, long ago. Some stories die in even bright daylight, like some life where no one knows. I was the girl they didn't name, but I was still alive. In every breath I am brave enough to take my life and to survive. If you sing me quietly, I won't be gone, you'll see. I was the girl they didn't name, but you remembered me from long, long ago.
I think there is no words to change the world. Even some things that shining like brand new. Though every sound I've ever kept is, you know, it still seems to lead me back to you. Now I've lived enough to know about love. Some truths arrive without a name. They settle in someone's soul and stay a while, like songs that still remain for someone. pretend. The songs begin sometimes and then they end, but there are a few songs still left in me. I've seen love fade, I've seen it misunderstand, and I've seen love walk away, time goes by. But something in your peace, listening my voices, it makes every my broken note a line clean. There are a few songs still left in me for you. I wasn't saving songs 'cause wasn't sure. They're not for crowds or memories, just for this moment, nothing more meant. There are a few songs left in me for you. I don't need to swear forever love now. Just listen, this true voice, just hear somehow. There are a few songs left in me for you. Before the silence finds its way, if you should hear them when I'm gone, let them be kind. Let them stay in you. There are a few songs still left in me for you.
A place where the river flows in the morning sun. The river hills learn how to breathe slowly. I still hear your name by the river in the silence, walking alone by me. All the words we never said, like a promise made with air, it still comes to me somehow. In the empty air I'm holding right now. Stay with me where the silence stays, a place where one's heart is not afraid. Even if the river has to leave you, I'll just stay silent like the trees of a riverside, where our silent conversation breathes. Oh, they say forgetting alleviated all suffering, but the truth you gave me is still alive. Some love say they don't need a voice, but it's not meaningless not to say. Stay with me where the silence stays, a place where the night turns into grace. Even when I can't say I miss you, I'll just stay silent like the trees of riverside, where our silent conversation breathes. If I get lost tonight, be the peace I know. Stay with me where the silence stays, like a song that doesn't go away. Even if when my hand let you go by mistake. And please don't leave me like the trees a riverside, just where our silent conversation breathes.
Like a quiet river finding its way, your love keeps flowing through my days. Every gentle whisper in the evening air leads me back to you, standing there. And I fall into you again, soft as the night, a tender pull beneath the fading light. No matter where I go or where I've been, my heart remembers and falls dream again. Time may wander like a drifting tide, but you're the calm I hold inside. In every shadow, every moonlit hue, the world grows tender when I think of you. And I fall into you again, soft as the night, a tender pull beneath the fading light. No matter where I go or where I've been, my heart remembers and falls dream again. Some loves fade, some loves lost its way, but ours returns like breath to wind. And I fall into you again without a sound, in the quiet places where my soul is found. Through every lifetime, through loss and gain, I'll fall for you again and again.
I saw a little crack you're trying to hide, the worry of carrying it deep in secret. Don't let me explain, don't pretend. You just keep walking as you are. I don't believe in the word perfection. It's good to admit, make a cheat. Then I'll stay where you are, without fixing anything, without forcing anything. To look at the stars in the warm darkness. I won't promise you an unscathed life, I'll just sit next to you like a shadow. Maybe love is a word you're afraid to say. Some say that love cries silently at night. just keep walking as you are. When your faith starts to falter, I'll stand here until the anxiety is over. Then I'll stay where you are, without fixing anything, without forcing anything. I open my eyes with a cup of morning coffee to look at the stars in the warm darkness. I won't promise you an unscathed life. I'll just sit next to you like a shadow. I know love is not blind, but there are times when you just chooses its side. No one knows if I feel lonely, but in the stillness, in the tenderness, even if there's nothing words left to say, I won't promise you an unscathed life. I'll just sit next to you like a shadow. Yeah, I'll stay where you are.
When my faith is thin and the night is long, you were standing next to me quietly. I was afraid, had to be a great man, but you understood more than I could see. Your warm silence was reliable, even when I didn't have anything, because you stayed with me. I learned to stand up on my own. I found my way. I walked through the woods. I could hear the sound of a bluebird, because you stayed with me. I overcame anxiety and crossed the river of time. You didn't leave, you didn't disappear. You held my heart in silence and taught my soul how to be calm. I'll never get lost again. The path I found is leading to you, because you stayed with me. I learned to stand up on my own. I found my way. I walked through the woods. I could hear the sound of a bluebird, because you stayed with me. Your love doesn't have to be as loud as a play. Some people trust me with their eyes, even if I don't say anything. I know that love is enough, because love stayed with me. Because you stayed with me, I'm not afraid. Love knows even if no explain it. It knows what's winning. Now remember the name of love. reach love.